Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Tactical Breach Wizards on PlayFrame. Once again, we've perk points to spend on our very, very good crew. Starting with Banks. Boy, these choices are so challenging. Now that we've got Death's Floor, Death's Door seems even more valuable, like having 2 uses per encounter might be the way to go. I'd also love to, having +1 damage on the skull's great. If we can make it more likely to hit even more targets, then that's just all the more effect. I like these, but Transference is really quite good without it, even, still. And this gets used all the time, so making it even more effective, Let's wait and see what Death's Floor, how Death's Floor works in practice before we go spending a point on more Death's Doors. We're probably going to go with that next perk for Banks, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and, I might end up getting all of these later for Spectral Skull, but I definitely want this at some point. So I'll get this, and probably this next time, or if I feel like it's maybe still not that necessary, maybe we'll just start cranking up the effectiveness of the sedative cocktail. Okay, big head mode. Doll. Rampage 2, you say? No limit on how many times Rampage can trigger per run. Sounds maybe a little busted, especially if I can combine it with more effective swaps. Being able to swap with teammates for free. Yeah, oh goodness. Yeah, I feel like before we get Rampage 2, I want to start investing in swap. And depending on things, at some point I will stop investing in swap to get Rampage 2. But let's start with friendly refund since we can do that and save a little bit of mana. Or maybe with objects. Objects just increases the number of things we could possibly swap with, which would, I can already think of some scenarios, it costs mana, but we can swap with friends. And just accept the mana cost. We don't have the ability to do this at all yet, so maybe this is the best one to get first. And then make this even more valuable. Yeah, I like that. Swap with objects. Okay. Rion. On the one hand, 1 brittle isn't huge, but we're going to be using Impaling Vine a lot, probably. It's kind of his main attack, so having it add brittle on top, quite valuable. This makes the Rapid Bite move even better, though, which is also enticing. But I also feel like I'm not using Rapid Bite to its full effectiveness, even just in its regular form yet. So let's start with this one, and that might be the next one if something more exciting doesn't pop up. Yeah, okay. I likes it. No new dreams or chats, I don't think. Still haven't decided between these two. You know, I kind of like this. Just for whatever reason, the tan reads even more like a sort of detective coat. I guess they both sort of do. But a lot of our characters have a sort of like darker black clothes look. Only Zan really has the overlap with sort of the tan coloring. I like it. Still saving up for you. Yep. We will save our points. Moving on. Resistance Hideout. A lot of rezzing later. That was fucking rough. No shit. You just died. I went to the death dimension and heard myself make a pun. Zan just stares into space. I know why Liv's sick. Now that I've seen her up close, the bloodshot eyes, bleeding fingernails, dry voice, I've seen it before. She isn't just destroying mana, she's using it. Yep. Why? She already has craft. Didn't say. Figured she might be losing it. She was. That night in Jodasa, she was slow. She never relied on me like that before. He swallows. I thought it was just an off night, but Liv didn't have off nights. Now she's faster than ever, and she's learned False Prophet. We're calling it Live and Let Die. That's like nothing in her spell set. Reactor gave her some half-baked vape gizmo. Does shit to the mana. Choose what you unlock when you juice. Fucks you up just the same, mind. Guessing that's a harder fix. That would be why she took me. Why she made me kill her. My craft takes your body back an hour. It didn't just cure the symptoms, it was setting her back to before she ever took it. She'd be clean. All the power and none of the consequences. Yeah, I buy this as a Liv Kennedy strat. Well, she's got consequences now. These are symptoms of repeated use. I knew a guy in college who juiced. By the time he looked like Liv, he was gone. Didn't care about anything else. He ever unlock? He got strength one time, punched down the back wall of a Union bar. He never got it back, even when he used. Broke every bone in his hands trying. Excuse me if I don't shed a tear for my captor's road to recovery, but I'm not on a mission to throw her an intervention. I came here to take her down. If she's still using, she's lost her reset button. She's on borrowed time. Next time we fight, I'm not taking a dive. We don't stop putting her down till she can't get back up. Zan, your call. Okay. I need to get all this down. Yeah, we haven't done map work in a little bit. Hey, Rion, can we move you to our team? Don't answer that, I'm doing it. Let's see, probably much to read, and even more to organize. Rion. We still don't know your last name, and I guess that's just not going to change. Welcome to our team. Now we get to click the last few pieces into place. What else has new things? Does anything have new things to read? Oh, maybe nothing does. Maybe it's all known pieces. We're just drawing new connections. Okay. Let's see. Liv's sickness caused by mana dust. And reactors planning a coup in Mediel. Let's move. Sure. Planning a coup in Mediel. Hey, that all makes sense to me. No rush if you want to rearrange or go over the details, though. Huh. Nice and concise. Very few changes needed. Welcome to the team. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Nothing new that I'm seeing. Oh, look at that. We've completed Act 3, I think. Last one. Let's move on. Guess we're going to Mediel. What's next for you, doll? We're going dark for a while. We want to give that bombshell time to hit before we ask the centrist dads to do anything about it. Chapel are already in a damage control frenzy. There's no way they can mobilize in Mediel anytime soon. Hopefully ever. We're careful about hope. But you guys have been an edge on our blade we weren't counting on, right when we needed to cut deep. In a fight like this, I can't tell you how that felt. So if you need more gristle to jam in Reactor's meat grinder, I'm yours for a week. How can I help? I'm glad you asked. Oh, you want like an actual task? I thought we were just gonna fade out. Can you get us on a boat to Mediel, please? Here we go. Act 4 time. Counter Heist. Cargo ship to Mediel, across the Jodasa Strait. This contact of yours, they know the right people in Mediel. They're tight with the militia brass, yeah, but Mediel militia is cagey as fuck. You met through the druids. Did the odd collab. Militia wants a ticket punched out of state, shrub mobs got reach. Sometimes my blower rings. So you're not actually mafia. Maid? Nah, strictly contract. One family was too many. Heard druids in Mediel don't get a choice. There's pressure on the north coast, no doubt. You cast anything planty, anything beastie, they're at your door with a rose and a 45. But they like to get you young, lean on your folks. I was 21 when I unlocked. No folks, no door. Wasn't looking to belong. You ever crossed paths with the Wexlers? Sure, big players in the North Coast mob. Ever met Jiren? Remind me. Shortish, blonde guy? Ah, that real ratty-looking motherfucker? I wasn't gonna be a dick about it, but yeah. Like that real greasy, creepy rat fucker? We've established identity, you can lay off him now. Yeah, I liked him. Good laugh. Terrible dancer. How's he doing? He's dead. Oh. Downer. How? I shot him in the head. What the fuck did you do that for? He was a patient. And what, you forgot step 2? Jen interrupted me, called the cops before I could close up. It's how we met. Why are you telling me? Just felt like I needed to tell someone. I thought maybe you could let the family know. Just wanted to spread a little misery is all. I thought maybe you could let the family know. What's good? My mate executed your son? That it was an accident, in a sense. That's a tough sell, Doc. I can chuck you their digits if you want to take a whack at it, though. Back in Liberty, that was Thistlekiss, right? She knows her poisons. Yeah, it's a bit cliche, but it fits the bill. Kennedy wanted slow and subtle, skip the old man's craft. You ever tried, batrachatoxin? 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 I don't know. You ever tried batrachatoxin? Oh, huge fan. Too quick for the Liberty job, but for lethality, forget about it. I'm increasingly feeling good about this sort of mobster voice thing. Yeah, I'm surprised we don't see it more. I always wanted to res a bat case, but every poisoning I get, it's thallium or digitalis. Ugh, rookie gack. That shit's curable. Exactly. It's like, I can raise the dead. This guy has what is fundamentally a stomachache. What are we doing here? Get on the bat train, amateurs. No antidote might be my 2 favorite words. Actually, they are seeing promising results with goodness, I'm not good with, like, chemical names. Tetrodotoxin derivatives now. No. For fuck's sake, can't you Stitchers leave a good thing well enough alone? We just get carried away, I guess. Where's the meat? Supply train leaves Red Sands at 8 sharp. We pile in the last car, Moss and her crew meet us there. Anything hinky, we're off at the next stop, no hard cheese. If everything's copacetic, we ride it all the way south. Shiv live, quick victory parade, back in time for last call. You really are new here, huh? Militia supply train, southbound. Rion, thanks for coming. Vesker, Kellen, Sabine, thanks. I've heard great things. Call me Moss. Our grapevine's buzzing about the Kalan jobs. Rion tells me you helped? Rion helped. Doll's people did the hard part. We were just support. That's true. Sure. Well, we did actually help. We do bumble through a lot of things without a lot of perfect plans, but we did help, for sure. But Doll's people did the hard part. Doll's people did the hard part. We were just support. Incredible work. Warms my heart to see the chapel squirm. How much do you know about our situation? A rundown wouldn't hurt. Reactor have switched from policing this country for the DSR to trying to seize it for themselves. They're mobilizing for our airports, our seat of government, and our central reserve. The reserve is the linchpin, not just for the mana stored there, but the mines beneath. With their new tech, they can use that supply to give all their soldiers military-grade arcane enhancement. If they get that far, they'll be all but impossible to stop, not just by us, but by anyone. We've been hit by their new craft-enhanced soldiers already, and it's been a massacre every time. But fighting them isn't my department. I'm in charge of a cell that's been tasked with aiming a little higher. I feel like this would be the Jen answer. Intriguing. Explain. The issue's this. Stopping this invasion isn't going to free Medeal, because it won't be the last. We'll still be sitting on the only superweapon in the Southern Hemisphere. It's a weapon we never want to fire, and it'd be months till another nation comes knocking for it. What's the fix? Destroy our own mana reserves. Bold. Why? We've wanted to for years. Even if it was just a dangerous drug, that's not what we want to build our economy on. And the DSR takes all the profit anyway. Now it's a world-changing weapon in the hands of anyone willing to violate their own people to turn them into cancerous super soldiers. And all of them have to come through us to get it. I want to burn it all to dust. That makes sense. Doesn't it have scientific value? Oh, immense. We had institutes studying it, and they would have loved a lifetime supply to tinker with. But we live in a world of greedy children with knives, and that's not a world where you can study a loaded gun at your leisure. We have a few kilos stashed away for research, of course, but any more than that, we'll be bullied and killed for it until it's all gone. Why haven't you done it yet? Destroyed our stockpile? Strategy. Reactor run inspections, check throughput, and they outgun us for now. Destroyed our mines? Chemistry. The stuff doesn't burn, and digging the rest of it out is at least 10 years hard labor. So what's your plan? So that's the central question, and it's why I wanted to meet you all immediately. Rion, the pyromancer friend you told me about. You've seen him burn mana, but have you definitely seen him burn the source? Can he burn beryllium calcite? Yep, our first strike. Little mana mine in Samia. He just lit the node and Bob's your uncle. That's incredible. You're sure the whole thing burned out? Liv used their gear to check. She's anal like that. Okay, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself here, but this is very exciting. Do you guys want to help orchestrate a counter heist? Oh, yes. Moss, we've got incoming. Elaborate. Reactor hijacked the 910 from machine, and it's gaining on us. Shit. Guess we're starting now. Everyone in the rear carriages, head up train in case we need to separate. Clear to engage, clear to board. Amia Medil. We should head up train, regroup. If you want to take the sport out of it. I do. You might want to cross. You push, I pull. We'll play it by ear. All team members must reach the green zone. But yeah, one of us on each side kind of makes some sense. I don't know if that's really going to carry over to the next mission or whatever, but... And we do need to knock out all the enemies as well. And if we can protect these two, that would also just be great. Defenestrate an enemy immediately after using Broom Breach, okay? Deal 12 total damage with 1 Spore Bomb. What? New ability. Spores feed on every target in the blast area, exploding more violently for each affected. Hits everything in the area for X plus 1 damage, where X is the number of targets in the blast. How big of a blast are we talking? Okay, so just 3x3. Still, not bad. Once per encounter, okay. 12 total damage, so we need to get 4. We need to get all 4 enemies stacked up, basically, to achieve this. Which can probably be done, so... If I start by moving you... Hang on. Can't reach him with Impaling Vine. If I move you here, can you? No. Someone's gonna need to hit that. I'm not going to spend all day trying to figure out how to get all of the dudes into one little stack. I wonder if this counts if I defenestrate an enemy with somebody else immediately after she uses Boom Breach. Probably not. I'd like to imagine it working, but I'm guessing probably not. But if we move her here, grab intel, Broom Breach here. Is it the smartest move? Don't know. Oh, but that opens that. Okay. That makes sense. And I made you move already, which was not the smartest in retrospect, so... Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Okay. I do still want to grab this. Like, that would be rather nice. If I put you here, Can you impaling vine? You still can't target that guy. Oh, I guess there's others in the way. Is there anywhere I could move you where you'd have eyes? Okay, here. You would have eyes on the guy here. Impaling vine just hits him into that wall. Okay, not quite what I was going for. Jen, you can... Yeah, there's no way I can think of to cluster all of these dudes perfectly together. Really thought that was going to... There. That'll work. Spore bomb. Boom. Beautiful. That went really nice. And... Chomp. Which I guess you blocked. But you are still, like... compelled, or whatever that symbol means, right? Confused, right. Everyone's a hostile target to you now. Lightning to take him out. He'd probably just hit the corner, not actually get knocked out of the place, but so it goes. Ah, if only. Let's make you be a dog again, just so... No, wait, that's gonna end up killing you. Maybe you should remain a dog. I really love for this guy to be taken out too, so we don't lose anybody. Real quick, let me see if I can figure out how to make that happen. Okay, I've gotten us to this point. If I do a broom breach to get Jen over here, she can do her bonus goal at the very least of knocking this dude out after a broom breach and feel quite pleased with herself. And take cover if needed. But he's still just got... He's still just got the impaling vine, which is only going to take one of these two out. I don't even think he can move somewhere where he's going to be able to hit one with the other or anything. No. Okay. By using a brittle first, we knock this guy out completely with that explosion, which is good. Jen can now use another broom breach to get herself here. And static blast him out the window to achieve her goal. Then it's just this last remaining dude who I think we can just vine out. Yeah. And then we're just all out this turn. Rules. Yes. We win. Go team. The heck is that? Guessing the glowing walls are bad news? Bury a drone. Can't shoot in, but you can walk right through them. Stop telling her how our shit works! Also, that's wrong. Points for effort, mate. So we can just walk right in, which is good to know. Ah, they got a medic and everything. Everyone needs to reach green zone. We need to knock out all the enemies. I wonder if it would have been better ending last mission with him on the other side. I mean, this is where we are now, so... Oh well, but... Someone needs to hit this. Well, it doesn't have to, but kind of want to. Deal with all enemies by the end of this turn. And 12 total damage with one spore bomb. So if we could Like, to do that, we need 3 enemies in one cluster. It's not 4. I was mathing bad. We need 3 enemies all in one cluster. And I don't really see how that... okay. With a Gale Grenade knocking you here, then you 3 are all in one nice big cluster for the Spore Bomb, which I can't throw inside. Right. So, okay. Can I knock... Can I use the Gale Grenade to knock someone out in a useful way? Kind of. So if I do that, that knocks you back there. Then I can move in here, shove you very far. And then this is going to be a very big Spore Bomb. Oh, it moved the wall as well. I'd really like for this to have also hit the... So it just follows you. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I don't want to do that. Yeah, maybe I instead just want to Spore Bomb these 3. It's not going to hit you, is it? Why is that not going to hit you? I guess you're in cover. That's annoying. Is there a way I can make that not be the case? Not while you're in cover. If I had... If my Broom Breach would allow me to... Okay. Well, I know how I'm dealing with you, at least. So there's that. I'm going to shove you back so you're in range. Move Broom Breach to here so that I can shove you out a window because you're annoying. Static blasts. I keep forgetting I can't give myself 2 actions. I definitely want you out of here, though. That one's somewhat non-negotiable. I don't have to do 12 total damage to enemies only. I could also do 12 damage to this thing. I think. Boop. Okay, you're out. And so, if... Yeah, it's just for every target, not every enemy necessarily. So I think this will work. Yeah. Still haven't dealt with that one, though. How would we deal with that one? I can reach you? Okay, I can reach you as dog. And then once in here, that's all I can do. Oh well. Sorry, Jen. Ain't happening this time. Okay. Next turn. I don't know if that's going to be quite what you're... I don't know if that's going to quite have the effect you're hoping for. Broom Breach to here. Locate you very near to a window. Goodbye. And that's that. Oh wait, there's a new guy in here now. That sucks. Well, we can seal this one at least. No, we can't steal them. Nah. Well, we can move some more. Nah. Darn it. It won't be pretty, but we'll finish the mission. I'm gonna start sending him over here to... I want him to end this mission on this side. I kind of want to be split across them again as much as we can be. Can I, with a static blast this close up? Almost, honestly. So if I brittling darted you first... Yeah, now I can definitely... No? No, wait. That did it. Good, good. Now, Jen, you can go here and wrap it up. And you can not reach that guy, but that's fine. Steal some mana from Jen, though. She doesn't need it anymore. Okay. We'll handle it. Fine. There. We win. Finally. Next. Thanks. What's the sit rep? Just letting everyone kill each other, then I'll res the ones I like. I think I'll go for a more hands-on approach. Oh, that's turrets. So we have 8 enemies and reinforcements to deal with, and everyone's got to get out. We got banks now, though. That's nice. Where are the... Alright, we don't have things to take control of the turrets. We can only hope to disable the turrets. So if I go... here, I can turn off that turret. Right? There's not a control panel for... No, I don't see one. Okay. I can static blast you. You won't go out the window. You should go out the window. You'll go this way, though. That's even better, honestly. Then I can not quite reach that, but I'll use Gale Grenade or something to get me close enough to do that. Maybe I should do some other things first. Heck. Could just do a little of this. Yeah. Beautiful. Reinforcements will be in soon. But the important thing... These are not sealable. Bummer. The important thing is turrets are down. That makes my life easier. What kind of enemies are these anyway? They seem possibly like a new worrisome thing. Everyone grab intel and be prepared. Yeah, cool. Okay. Not that taking cover really matters. There's no enemies out, but sure. Transfer 4 damage at once, have a rabid enemy deal 6 total damage to other... well, too late for all this now, whatever. So you guys are new. Chasers get to act after every single thing we do. Once they attack, they're done until next turn. Okay, so they get to, like, live, but as soon as they get that attack in, they're done. Neat. And I like that we got to sort of get a preview of how this sort of works with live in a very contained mission sort of environment. So let's deal with that guy first. It's gonna go for Jen early, which sucks, but maybe I can move first. Okay, and he can't like move super fast or anything, so good. That guy is not going to be a big issue. Carrie will soften this dude up, but also... Okay, there we go. That'll not hit anyone else. Big Gary. And then you can static blast, which should finish him. Yeah, there we go. And there's another one coming through here soon. What do I want to hit you with? You know what? Now seems like a great time to learn how the Death's Floor thing works. So if I put a Death's Door here, Death's Floor I could use a mana to say goodbye to you. That... Wait, why didn't that work? Hold on, why didn't that work? Doesn't grab stationary targets or those intentionally moving. The death's door will close. Why didn't that work? I feel like that should have worked. Why is he still there? Maybe we need to put the death's door somewhere different and better. Is there any other place one can go? Maybe the problem was it wasn't on a, like, full-sized wall or something. What if death's floor are you? Yeah, why is that not doing anything? That feels like that's a bug. Or, like, either there's something I fundamentally don't understand about how that move is supposed to work, or... That's really strange. That is weird. I'm gonna try that on the next enemy who comes through here. I'm not sure why that's not working. Kinda seems to me like it should be. Anything else we can do to this punk instead? Eh. Transference, why not? And you can soften him up a little more with the dart. There. Down he goes. So, okay. For real, though, this time. Death's floor. There's something I do not understand about this move. I'm going to look up why that's not working later, or just try it on a different mission. Because it feels like that's bugged somehow. It feels like that's supposed to be working. Let's sedative you first. Then Jen can probably just, yeah. Yeah, out. Let's... Should we split these two up? Because Jen can bounce between cars pretty easily. Let's say yeah. Let's say yeah. And we'll keep you two together. Actually, no, we've had a lot of good luck with Jen and Rion being split across these two trains like this. Let's keep that going. Okay. Thanks, you're going up here. Run, 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 run. Moving on. Vesker, Sabine, cover me. I'm gonna cross. If Reactor want those warheads, I'm gonna put a bow on them first. On it. Help Moss reach the bomb site. Moss must survive. Knock out all enemies and reinforcements. 6 of them. Just Xanandul here. Help Moss plant the bomb by the end of turn 1 somehow. Deal 5 damage with 1 charge. Okay. Yeah, I know how we're gonna pull off some of that. Doll's gonna move here. And charge this one, I think. She can then swap with you to get you over here. That is going to put you in harm's way, so we need to do something about it. But, grab intel. Actually, you should grab the intel while you're over there first. Just have it. Then do a swap. And grab intel again. And have lots of it. All right, Zan, how best to deal with all of this? These, I think, are just going to open and close these little door things here. Which doesn't really benefit me a whole lot just yet. We can take one of these two out pretty easy. Well, this one. There you go. That keeps you alive. We can also false prophet. I can't get one over there. Unfortunate. We can predictive bolt to prevent this problem, though. And that'll be nice. Anyone else you can swap? Oh, never mind. I can swap with you as well. I can swap with you, and we'll save the predictive bolt. Predictive bolt this direction. And we're doing a swap. Beautiful. Beautiful. No damage for anyone. And we're good to go. Package armed. Get back to your friends and let them know the north train's gonna blow. Well done, team. Now we just need to deal with the reinforcements. Oh, there's one coming from here, too. Glad I left Doll over here in retrospect. No, it's a medic, even. Okay. I might be able to just take you out in one big hit here. Yeah. Nuisance. Beautiful. Zan, if you could move somewhere... Oh, there's nowhere I can move her where she's going to be able to do a big charge against any of these just... Well? Then again... Zan, predictive bolt this way. Oh, he's running around. Punk. Fine. Move here. Predictive bolt. Ah. They see it coming. I can shoot this one. Which is a start. It's not a whole lot, but it's something. Now, you can do a swap with Zan. No, you can't see Zan from there. Okay, hang on, let me adjust my plan a little bit so that Zan ends up further back here in view. Okay, and now with a time boost for you, it's time to charge. It's probably not going to hit you for a whole ton, but I'll enjoy it. It'll knock you a good ways back, and then I can do it again, which is fun. Yeah! That feels good. I'm guessing you're not going to treat this as cover. No, you're just going to move. Yeah, you're not going to... You probably couldn't even take cover behind it. Because it's a low barricade. What can be used as cover, but I don't know if you're going to do it that way. You know what? We can try. We can try placing it right there. And you can try using it as cover. Maybe. Cover? Nope. Okay, you didn't do it. Not worth the trouble then. I'd love it if you could move somewhere to do a more useful predictive bolt, but... it is what it is. That's our turn. It's all right. We can keep her alive. Okay. Yeah, we're going to start by moving you right here. Expecting that punk to move again soon. Zan can go here. This guy's in trouble. Dunzo. Now you're in trouble. And that's a win. All right, go team. Where's the green zone in this case? Oh, we're getting out. We're heading back out. Cool. Okay. Zan go, Doll go. And that is a win. Assuming you get out of here. Which you're working on, I'm sure. There we go, done, okay. Go team. And we meet. Everyone back to the south train. The north one's toast in 3 seconds. Oh, this ought to be good. Yes, I think so as well. Get 2 team members off the enemy train by the end of turn 3. Okay. Survive to the end of turn 3 as well. Defenestrate 10 hostiles by the end of turn 3. Have Doll deal a total of 30 cumulative knockback. That's so much. Yeah, you're on the absolutely wrong train to be doing that. But we can swap you with people. How do we get 2 team members off the enemy train? Might I ask? Just knocking ourselves off the thing, I guess? Jumping? Boy, oh boy. We can sedate these 2, make them a little easier to shove. And shove them around a little bit. You can move here, get some more mana, and be able to do a lot of chain bolts. Well, not a lot. Guess you could also reach Doll, but then, yeah, it's not achieving as much as I'd have liked. Let me think about this. Okay, I got a few rough ideas that could be fun to do here. There's only so many that can be done at once, but first thing I want to try doing, just because it still really feels like it should have worked and I don't know exactly why it didn't. Use the laptop for one. Then Death's Door somewhere allowable, let's say there. And then Death's Floor, this one, because this, again, should have worked, I feel like. I'm so confused. Send them tumbling out of an existing Death's Door. I don't know why it's not doing the tumble part. That part's confusing. Like, it's useful for moving them, I guess, but, I'll look that up later. Well, fine, if we can't do that. Next thing I thought could be fun was doing a swap with you. Move right here, do a sensor slam, get you taken care of, so you're no longer an issue. Time boost. Charge this one. Beautiful. And you can charge again, but you'll need to move first. Let's get this open. I definitely want Zan somewhere where he can be predictive bolting problems How far can you throw a sedative cocktail? Really, anywhere you can see. Wow, that's cool. So you can hit this one. And Zan can not get quite that close, but still nice. What if, in that case, actually, what if Zan moved here and then she did that? Yeah. Zan, I thought you were gonna do your thing, buddy. And that won't, yeah, it won't knock him quite far enough away, unfortunately. Grab the intel, though, as long as you're there. Jen, I feel like there's got to be some more things we can do with you. Like, we can start with that, and that's all well and good. We can get you into cover. You could theoretically do a chain bolt off of Zan to knock this guy further even, I guess, but... Eventually, we might have a whole bunch of guys piling up in here, which could be fun to use the Spore Bomb on. Wow, Rabid Bite. Like, it's only usable once, but goodness, you can cover the entire map with it. That's pretty wild. I just might. Why not? Let's experiment a bit. If you took cover, would he then... still just can't see his little buddy here, but what if he could? What if I shove? Is he in view now? Yes, that's what we're talking about. Beautiful. Zan needs to be protected. For sure. But, you're also going to need some backup because you're going to get neutralized by somebody, I think. That I don't care for. Take cover for now, I suppose. She's still got a charge, but no one really to use it on. Could use my one Gale Grenade to get some more movement, but I don't really know if that's high value as a move right now. And you can move again. You know, do. Get yourself somewhere you can... grab intel. No, that's not a good idea. Then you'll be... Okay, no, that works. Beautiful. And I guess we're using transference, because well, let's see how this would play out first. Yeah, okay, no, you're fine. Then we're doing predictive bolt on this door to reduce problems. Okay. Get 3 team members off the enemy train by the end of turn 3. And the enemy... Oh, the enemy train's the upper one. Okay, good. I should have read that more carefully. So we need to just all end up on the other train as safely as possible. Time to get moving. And this guy needs to be... Maybe I should deal with him first, actually. So if you move there first, you can charge that guy and take him out. Beautiful. And you still have a charge if you need it later. Jen can move and take this punk out. Love to see it. And that allows you to move again. Thanks, let's get you far away from this situation. Have some more mana. This whole situation is going to solve itself shortly. Can you take cover from the... Yeah, you can. Nice. Not that you really need to. Not even really sure you need to move there just yet. You can stay. Zan, you do need to start moving though, bud. We might even need to use a Gale Grenade to aid with your movement. Maybe not this turn, but soon. This is so far going okay, though. I think. Yeah. Didn't think you were going to be taking that hit first. Maybe we'll, take cover. There. That's better. Acceptable. We do need to be getting a moving, though, don't we? Very speedily. Need to take care of him, too. Darn. You know what? I'll let you get in an attack. Oh, okay, never mind. You hit a lot harder than I thought. 2 damage and 2 knockback, I see. Yeah, that's rough. Couldn't take you out here just yet. I'll get this other chaser over here, too. Quite the nuisance, these punks. They don't move very fast, though. So Jen, like, moved here. He'd be very slowly making his way over. Doll can go here. Do need to deal with these guys. I think you can just kind of end this dude's whole career. Yeah. Shut that problem down. He's still coming in, which is annoying. But we can make it work. We're gonna do a Gale Grenade so you can move some more. That's better. You're out of mana, so we can't swap with them, which is kind of what I was hoping to do. Impaling Vine might kill him, though. Yep. That'll do it. We've defenestrated very few hostiles, and that's just going to have to be how it goes. You could use some more mana, I think. No, not that thing. No, you can't move again. We need you to be able to move. Maybe swap with someone who can. You can't swap either. I hope being on this... No, you're still kind of on the thing, aren't you? This still counts as being on the thing. Okay, we need to figure out some way to get you off of that. Concerning. You know what? You've got an extra charge left. Or you had one. Go ahead and use your other charge to get in here. There we go. Ideal? No, but it works. Let's do the bare minimum required to at least get Zan where he needs to be. You're gonna get knocked out, and that's not great. Zan, you can time boost. Zan, what are we to do with you? Got myself into a little bit of a tricky spot here. Not unsolvable, but tricky. You can get mana. You can get mana. And then you can swap with... the guy who's on our team. Why not? That kind of works. Where's he headed now? Not exactly where I wanted him. Okay. Predictive bolt this way. It's not where I wanted you to go. Dingbat. Just move here then. You can Impaling Vine this one. Finish him off. Predictive bolts. Okay. They're just never going to run into that the way I want them to. Tragic. Static Blast won't knock him out yet, but it will in a moment. So, Gale Grenade. Now you can be Static Blasted. Out you go. Love to see it. You can move again, and that's great. Still need to get you protect. You have a transference. Great. These guys are, I think, all going to die at the end of this turn. So I think we're okay. We can definitely take this guy out. If we had to, probably. This guy's still going to attack us as well, I sort of now realize, which is also a problem. Might need to address that. Somehow or other. That will knock you back. You don't have mana left for any further shenanigans. No, we should definitely get you away from the door from this thing that's... Ow. You can't move again, right. Well, you'll just have a situation to deal with next turn. I don't think there's a lot I can do about that. This won't have any knockback, and it won't finish the guy. Oh, I can hit both of them. It's kind of surprising. Banks, you being there is actually going to be a bit of an issue for me and predictive bolts. Yeah. So it's just not going to work that way. You're going to go here. You're going to shoot this guy out of here because he's... Well, will that move him? Nope, not yet, but it might. Once a sedative cocktail's been hurled in the correct area. I think that's what we're going to need to focus on here. Oh yeah, right. That move. Good. And we can use a false prophet as needed to reduce damage, or transference. That also works. Yeah, why not? Okay. And I'm going to move you over here in case I need to do a hasty broom breach to deal with some situation. But I think we're prepped here. Takes himself out. Good. And we win. Yeah, all right. Whew. That one was a lot. But we did it. Mission complete. Sabotage the reactor train. Sabotage the reactor train. Complete. Good job, team. God, what a mess. You guys should get some rest. I'll take care of the bodies. Jin gives Banks a look. Banks sighs. Or I could bring them back. What? Right, we can do that. And it looks like we'll have a couple perk points to spend next time. Keep giving them levels, team. Yes. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all Thursday for some more Tactical Breach wizardry. Goodbye.